This coming Saturday is our ride to Fillmore. How many people are planning on attending? Cool. Looks like a pretty good turnout. It's very easy to find for the staging area. You take I-15 to the first Fillmore exit. Exit there, go south. And you'll turn on 2nd south and go westbound. And just take that, I mean, it's like 3 or 4 miles, 5 miles out. Just go all the way out to where you hit the lava flows out there. And just as you do, there's going to be a turn on your left-hand side. And make that turn, and right there is where we'll be staging. We'll see where people have been parking and that.
Are you going to put that on the Facebook page?
I think Kevin Tillak posted it, but if you look at it on Google Earth, it shows a fork in the road. That fork is no longer there. It's just so. But there is some GPS coordinates there. Just don't, when you see where that fork in the road is, just know that it's not a fork now. It's just a left-hand turn. Because last time we did that ride, I made the mistake of telling everybody to look for the fork in the road, and I got butt chewed out when I got there. There's no fork in the road! Sorry. It was the last time I was here. Look on Google Earth, it's still there. So just be aware that that's where it's at. Be very, like I said, it's very simple, very easy to find. There are no turns. So if you go, past that first lava field, you've got too far. So we will be having, when we get back from the ride, back to the trucks, we'll be having sloppy joes. And we'll have soda and water there for people. So if you want to bring a side dish or something to share, that's great. We have started registrations for the Ride for Life. We're still working. We're a work in progress on our online registration. Right now, you can pay online, but you actually have to click on the application, fill it out, mail it in. Our web page that we currently have won't allow us to be able to do a digital registration. We're working on getting that our web page upgraded to where we can do that, and we may be getting some help from Randy here at Edge on getting so we can do that temporarily through another system. So just be aware, it's a work in progress. There's been some changes this year. So last year the registration fees were stepped up according to when you registered. We did that encouraging people to register early. It didn't work. People are procrastinators, they wait till the end of it. So it's now a one flat fee, I believe, for 6 to 12 years old is $60. 13 to 16 is $75, and 16 and over is $95. So, and it's that way from now till the day of the ride. Doesn't matter. We just feel like that's going to be a better system for everybody. What we were finding out was that people weren't registering early, and then when they got to that later point, the fees had increased. They decided that maybe they would just skip it for the year. So we don't want to scare anybody off. Even though a lot of people just don't. There's a reason we do the ride, and it's for the kids. This little man right back here, he was our ambassador child 3 years ago. Alex, wave to everybody.
Hi, Alex.
He was our ambassador child 3 years ago. It was, 3 years ago.
He's still ours.
Yeah, he's still ours. So it's the kids is the reason why we do this ride. To see some of us got to go last year's Wish ambassador child was Xander. Thank you. We got to go to his star raising ceremony here a couple weeks ago, and really tugs at your heart to go and see these kids that they have such life-altering medical conditions, and that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're a lot stronger than I am. Kids, what they endure, what they go through on a daily basis. And there's so many of them, you wouldn't even really know that there's anything wrong, because they're just so, they're full of energy and to see that and know the struggles in that's why we do this ride. It's all about if they can do that, I can do this ride every year. It can be hot, it can be dusty, but we have a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. Middle of August, there's a lot of places I'd rather be riding than across the West Desert. But we do have fun. We do make it fun. And the money we raise is so important. I just got an email today from Jared at Make-A-Wish. Not just us, but all other fundraisers combined. We've donated 100 wishes this last year. Us personally, in the time that we've been doing this, we have donated over $560,000 in the 15 years that we've been doing this ride. It takes on average about $5,000 per wish. So in the time we've done this, we've donated over 100 wishes. It's huge for these kids, how they respond to medical treatment and that. It's a proven fact that the kids that go through this wish process, they respond better to the medical treatments and that than the ones that have not done it. But it's not just the kids. When a child has one of these life-altering diseases, medical conditions, the whole family has it. It isn't just that child. It's his brothers, his sisters, the mom, the dad. It's a consuming thing for the whole family. And these wishes not only give the child a chance to step away from it, gives the family a chance to step away, to be able to take a deep breath and just be normal for a couple of days. You know, as normal as can be. You know that, huh? So, yes, we've started the registration already. We'll be sending out emails and stuff to past riders here very soon. One thing that we want to kind of challenge people to do, a couple different challenges. If you've done the ride, you sign up for the ride. We want to challenge you to bring somebody who's never done the ride, get them to sign up and do the ride. So by doing this, we'll increase our participation to where we can make more of a difference than we do. The other thing is, and I think it's already been put out on our Facebook page, but we challenge every rider to bring in $100. It's pretty simple, really. It's friends, family, you know, $5 here, $10 there. It all adds up. It makes a big difference. So that's a couple of the challenges that we want to put out there to people. If you've never done the ride, you don't want to do the ride, that's okay. You know people that have done the ride and it's like, oh my God, it was too hot and dusty for me, I just can't do that. You can still donate. You can still donate and make a difference. So it's definitely, you know, something that we want to encourage people to do is to reach out to others, you know, let's get people involved. We will have 28th and 29th of this month is the Off-Road Expo at it's still Southtown Expo Center to me, always will be. Out in America Expo Center now, but we will have a booth there. We will have applications there. You know, if you've never been to the Off-Road Expo, come in, take a look around. You know, you see a lot of really cool machines, a lot of really cool builds and stuff, and there's a lot of information out there for not just our ride, but other rides, manufacturers, accessories and stuff. You know, it's a good place to go to get some great information on what you want to do to personalize your own machine. You know, but we will have a booth set up there. The club will have a booth. I also will be part of another booth. I'll be bouncing back and forth between the two, but the Utah OHV Association will have a booth there. We'll be right next to each other. So, and with me being the chairman of that, I will probably be more into that booth, but I'll be, like I said, I'll be bouncing back and forth. Plus, I've already been invited to be part of some panel discussions up on the main stage during the day. So, it's, like I said, it's a good place to come see some, you know, get some information on places to ride, what you can do with your machines. Sometimes they have some pretty good sales on some of the, if you're looking for tires or whatever. So I encourage you to come, tell all your friends to definitely come. Yes. Yeah, we finally got it finalized last night on who will be manning the booth for the club. And that, so.
Does that mean if you volunteered, you haven't heard back that
No, I had a bunch of volunteers listed, but we just was able to put them in time frames yesterday, so we've got the volunteers we need. If you volunteer didn't get, it's not that we don't appreciate it. We do appreciate you reaching out and wanting to volunteer. We kind of did it as mostly the board members first, because they kind of have the most information on the Ride for Life and everything. So, and then we had a couple other fill in there. So, but it's mostly you'll see the board members there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't indicate that you were.
No, I understand where you.
You weren't one.
Yeah, me.
I understand where you're coming from, but I didn't think it that way at all. And if you did volunteer, thank you for the offer, because it is sometimes hard to get people to volunteer for stuff. Is there anything I'm missing that you need to? Be afraid. Don't be shy.
Okay, so with the Right to Life Facebook page,
Please use the mic.
really? Okay, so with the Right to Life Facebook page, I'm going to challenge every one of you that hits like. Instead of hitting like, let's hit share, so we can get it out there, because if one of you shares, then 10 more people get to see it. That's what we need. We need more people to see. We need more people to know. We need more people to push it, because right now it's just us. And if we're going to get bigger, we're going to get more money, I need every one of you to hit like and then share, or how about let's go share, then like. So that way people, if you share it, then 10 of your friends are going to see it, or 100 friends. That's what we need. So help us out. If you're not going to do the ride, you can still come out with us. You know, drive out, hang out with us. There's going to be all kinds of stuff going on out at Knowles. Sunday morning, we're going to have the raffle. You can buy raffle tickets. You can still pick up donations, and you can enter to win in the grand prizes. We've got ATVs. We've got some really big stuff going on. Hopefully, we've got even bigger stuff. But you don't have to ride and participate. You can come with us, enjoy the camaraderie, get picked on, whatever you want to call it. But we have fun, and that's the what?
Who picks on anybody?
Yeah, okay, so me.
Be nice.
But yeah, it's fun. We do have fun. It is hot, it's dusty, but we still have fun. If you don't want to ride, you don't have to get dirty. You can come out and hang out with us. You can come out with a raffle. You can come hang out and have dinner with us. You can go to the bar and see the pole dancer if you want. Whatever you want to do.
You don't want to do that.
I recommend you don't, but for some reason we always end up there.
We're a charitable bunch.
She needs a lot of charity. But yeah, if you guys want to come out, you don't have to ride. You can still come with us. So if you have no people that want to go, come. Just join us. Have fun. See what it's all about. So, anything else? So what are we all going to do?
Like and share. Share and like.
Thank you. Okay, here you go. Go ahead. You can do it as many times as you want. Help me get it out there.
So yeah, like you said, please share it. The more we share it, the more people see it. We'll able to get the word out there a little bit better. A couple of things on our upcoming rides. Next month is Moab. I will be creating the event either tonight or tomorrow night. So that originally I was planning on having our staging area off the Debinky Wells Road, and after looking at the trails and stuff, we're better off to stage at Mill Canyon. There's an area where we rode there a couple of years ago where we camped. I'll get that put out there so everybody knows, because we can access a lot of different trails from there without having anybody having a trailer. Because if you're not street legal, do not ride the big roads in Moab, because you will get a ticket if not impounded. They're really cracking down on things there. Moab's actually tried to be exempt from street legal, and we're told that ain't happening. If you're gonna exempt us from being on your road, you're gonna exempt every car, truck, and motorcycle too. So you can't discriminate against us. That's why we got the law passed 2 years ago. Was to take that right away from them. So, and if you do go down there and ride and you're street legal, you're in town, please throttle them. That's their biggest issue is noise. That's what they complain about the most. That's their calling card that they want to use. That base of a Harley Davidson motorcycle every bit as loud as us. They're not fighting against them. So, but that's what they use against us is noise. So, if you go down there on a side by side or an ATV and you're riding in town, just throttle down. Try to keep the noise level to a minimum. We are working with Moab to try to get some preferred routes through town, so it'll kind of alleviate some of this issue. They are finally coming around and maybe trying to work with us on that, because they figured out that they're not going to beat us on the other. So that's one of the things that we got in the works down there. The other big ride for this year is Kickaboo. I had a block on 25 rooms. I believe I think there's 20 rooms left. So and they're $79 a night, same as they were last year. So if you want one of those rooms before you leave tonight, please come up here and put your name on this yellow notepad that I have up here, so I can get them put down, and so we know how many rooms that we have left. I will also be creating that event
What month is that going to be?
October
15th. I'm just checking.
October 16th and 17th.
I'm not waiting to worry about that. You never get one.
15th and 17th.
And when you do get one,
So yeah, they put the block on for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday
pound.
on the rooms.
Say for the
If you didn't make that ride last year, I would highly encourage you to make that ride this year. That's beautiful down there. It's black. Great country to ride. You don't hardly ever see another soul out there. That's the worst thing about going to Moab is you see a lot of people down at Kickaboo. We didn't hardly see anybody else out on the trail. Back on Friday's right. I think we've seen a guy in a truck with one other ATV the whole day. That was a good day. And again, it's beautiful country. And I'll be trying to get some trails planned out, some really good trails planned out for that. So, we will be something new we're going to do this year. We're going to be having a club, just a get together, a barbecue. It'll be in June. Do you remember the date? June 6th.
4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock. And yeah, we'll get this event created for everybody to just be aware. We just thought it'd be nice to have just a get together, a barbecue, where we can all sit down and
Be social.
just socialize with each other, not necessarily be out on the trails or anything. It'll be here Smithfield Park in Draper. It's just a little bit, about a mile or so from here. So, bring your kids, bring your grandkids. There's a water park right there, and skate park.
Dog park. Baseball.
You guys can just
So,
go there.
just be aware of that. Sorry, I'm a little unprepared tonight because I thought I was going to have a speaker, and then it kind of fell through. We were not able to get somebody to come. Oh, Tracy! I forgot you were here.
I came to ask some favors.
Uh-oh. Well, come on up.
So we have 2 things.
I got a question challenge.
For those of you who have never met Tracy, she is the director of Wasatch Mountain State Park. We are trail hosts there and help out with different things. So,
Alright. So, I'm laying this even on your administration today. My naturalist came to me the other day. She would like to do an Earth Day celebration event, and we are looking to do it down at our chalet area and on the Deer Creek Trail. Now, it's normally not open to motorized machines, but we'd like to do some work where we need some stuff hauled in. So we were asking if you are interested in helping out on Earth Day, if you would like to come and participate. It will be at the chalet area. If you're not familiar with that, it's on the road as you enter Soldier Hollow at where the Olympic site is. So if you were at the Hills for Heroes ride last year, we were at the Soldier Hollow Pavilion. Before you get to the pavilion, you turn left, and the chalet is right in there. It has a big grass area, and it's an old building that we rent out for groups to camp in, and we have weddings and all kinds of stuff down there. So we've been working on like 3 different projects. Trail project, the pond project. We have a lot of people like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts that come to this. So we're trying to do something where they can just walk right from their cars and be involved. And we have a little pond there that we do ecology study on. So we'll be working on the pond, and we'll be working on the trail. And where you guys would come into that would be helping with the ATVs to haul equipment out, haul equipment back, get some of the stuff out there on the trail for us. So it's April 24th. I will tell you, usually the weather is terrible. But it is Earth Day, Arbor Day weekend. So anyway, I'd just like to send that out there. If you're interested, you're welcome to call the visitor center and just sign up. Kathy Donnell will be over the event. Me and Steve will also be there. Steve's going to be working with the OHD group. Kathy's going to be working with the scout group. I'm going to be there to do whatever they need done. Tom or maintenance will be there as well that day. So just so you know, if you're interested, just holler up to the visitor center, just let them know you're coming. And then we'll get you on the list. We're going to plan on having, I'm not going to say a full-on lunch. What we were trying to do was potentially have a food truck there that we will sponsor the lunches for the people who come and volunteer. And then if there's people from the community that just want to come out and kind of do a little celebration and plant a tree, then they'll have to buy their own lunch. Yes. So the visitor center phone number is 435-654-1229. 1791. And then some of you have Steve or my number, and you're welcome to let either one of us know, because we'll just throw you on the list as well. But like I said, birthday celebration. Second thing, we don't know when we're going to do this, and we're going to try to get it down with you guys as soon as we can. So we got the major part of the trail cut down at Cascade Springs, the new trail that our director that passed away, Fred Hayes, wanted in. We ran into rock in 2 different areas. We had to reroute the trail twice because of spring and because of rock. We still have to cut through the rock. It's literally like 300 feet. But we do have to have a hammer hoe up there, and Geneva is working on the road up there. They're going to be paving the Cascade Springs Road, so it will still be closed up until the 24th of July. But they have agreed to take the hammer hoe up there for me and break through that rock. Once we get through that rock, we're going to need to do a ton of work on that trail. It's going to be an all-along summer event going on, putting up signage, cleaning up rough areas, whole 9 yards. So we are going to put out some stuff, but our biggest problem up there is typically that side of the mountain that's in the shade, and so typically it does not it doesn't thaw, well, it doesn't even drain off enough that we don't want to dig in the mud until probably the 3rd week of June. So if you have time and you want to come up and you want to do some work, get a hold of Steve, because it'll be something we'll be working on all summer. The grant ends the 1st of October, so we have to have it done by the 1st of October, so it's just one of our main projects that we have going on this summer. And then any of you that are interested in archery, we are building an archery range. It is under a grant with the governor's office, and we're having a ribbon cutting on May 9th. So if you have any interest in archery and you'd like to come up, I'm trying to do a festival where it'll be open to anybody who has anything to do with archery. Will be there with their tents and their information and whatnot. If you would like to help me, particularly since I know absolutely zero about archery, I'd be more than happy to have you help me out, because I'm in the process of trying to get everything laid out for this ribbon cutting opening. We've had the construction done. We have a practice range with 7 lanes, 2 for ASP, which is the youth, and 5 for adults shooting up to 80 yards. We have a teaching area that has 2 lanes, and then we have a 3D range that is a little over a mile hike and a loop that we'll be putting the 3D targets into. There'll be 14 different stations on that. Hopefully I'll have my CX2 restroom in before we have the ribbon cutting. But we have a big parking lot that we excavated and a bunch of area there. So if you like archery, by all means, come help me. Yep, so the visitor center number is 435-654-1791. And that's the Wasatch Mountain State Park Visitor Center. And then, like I said, if you have any questions, Kathy, myself, or Steve. So we will have a tools trailer there. We'll be doing a couple of different things. We'll be mending some fence areas. We'll be cutting some trees that are down. We'll be hauling out some wood that's it backs up along the Deer Creek Reservoir in there. We do a lot of driftwood that clogs the under the train track dams. We have 2 beaver in there we're trying to get rid of right now. So we'll be doing a lot of cleanup. So some of it will be hauling out. If you do have a little trailer, please bring it. We have 3 right now in the park because we were going to one of them we had. So right now we have 3 of the little trailers. You can drive a truck down this trail, but it's really it's narrow. And I don't even like to drive my truck down it, so it's better on an ATV, and it's just, we can do a lot, we can pass each other on ATVs. So, but we'll have the tools trailer there. We'll have all types of hose, shovels, rakes, all that kind of stuff. If you have passed certification, and when I say certification, I know this is kind of lenient, but if you work for the Forest Service ever, and you cut timber, or you have any experience in cutting timber, we love people who can run a saw. So let us know if you do have that type of experience. If you haven't been through any formal training by the state's guidelines for risk management, we can't have you operate a chainsaw. It's just their risk management guidelines for us. So we'll be doing a little bit of everything. And if you come, I'd recommend to bring you up fruit. That's that time of year. Any other questions? Any other questions about the park? Everybody knows where it's at? Everybody been there? If you haven't, our ski track is still open. It's a little icy because of the rain we had last week, but we do snowshoes, cross-country skiing. We have a concessionaire outside that does snowmobiling. We groom 137 miles of snowmobile trail that comes all the way to Tipple Fork and Silver Lake and down to Aspen Road and Mutualdale and then back to the park. So we have our pad out 4 nights out of the week for the trail and 3 mornings of the week doing Pine Canyon, which is the canyon that comes up in Over Guardsman's Pass. So it's a good place to get out in the wintertime too. Really good? Okay. So we just had a battling of calendars. We noticed that General Conference is on the weekend that we typically do the Hills for Heroes ride. And we were trying to figure out what to do, but as we backed up or forward one week, we hit the disabled hunts. So we backed up even farther than hit your ride to Joe's Valley. So we backed up even farther, and so 2 weeks after the Ride for Life would be on the 28th of September, which is not Labor Day weekend. Labor Day is now on the 7th of September, so that's the 5th, just a Saturday. So the weekend before that is the 28th. That's when we're looking at holding the Hills for Heroes ride of August. I know the colors aren't as good, but I do have a couple questions. I reached out to and have this idea, and I need to see how you guys feel about it. I reached out to, but she has not confirmed with me. I'd like to see about maybe doing it in Strawberry Valley, where we could camp out, potentially. I lost the name of it. Anyway, and then do a loop ride that comes around with lunch at Daniel Summit Lodge, and then back over to where we camp. It's just an idea. I haven't got a confirmation from Daniel Summit Lodge that they are available to do anything like that yet. They have a patio as well as the lodge, so we could do like an outside, like little barbecue or thing up there. But it would give a different area. August is better. There is a hunt going on, but it's the muzzle loader, and so I don't think it'd be as big or as busy as the general hunts. So it is an option, but I'd like some feedback from you guys. How do you feel about that versus riding to Tipple Fork in the back of the car? New area? Okay. So I'll get with the Forest Service, I'll get with her, try to confirm it out, but for right now, that's the only weekend that we could figure out between me and Randy that gives you guys at least 2 weeks away from a ride and stays out of the disabled hunts to try and get as many people there as possible. The other thing we are thinking about doing is requiring a fee of registration for the participants of like $5. Because last time we had a lot of people that signed up and then at the last minute they backed out, and we think some of that was due to the chilliness of the weather. We're trying to get a little bit more skin in the game and see if they'll actually show up for the day. Okay. Question?
Friday, is that right?
28. I think I blocked out our pavilion 28, 29, and 30 just in case we decided to do it still at the park. So we're probably right. Saturday's 29. Anybody else? Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it.
For those of you that are unfamiliar, the Hills for Heroes is our ride that we put on for veterans. Especially, we encourage the disabled veterans to sign up. We'll have people with side-by-sides there to take them out, take them on a ride. If they have their own machine, they're welcome to bring their own machine.
Okay. And I have one other favorite question to ask this club, and you guys are going to have to talk about it and look at your calendar, but we have a 501c3 group called the Friends of Wasatch, and they've been an absolutely fantastic group in the Heber Valley that has raised a lot of funds every year, typically around $10,000 a year that we match with a grant and double that money and do something with. And this year we're putting in an ADA accessible dock on our pond through our youth fishing program and people who come to our pond to fish. So this year, one of the things I'd like to do is these folks are not really outdoor guru people. And I would like to get them out on the mountains. We cover, I should say, state owns, but Wasatch Mountain manages 32,000 acres. And most of these folks only see the 2 golf courses and the little section of the park. And I'd really like to get them out to see the backcountry, experience what an ATV ride is like, go to our little Deer Creek campground and have lunch there, do kind of like a little treasure hunt on the way. And what I've been looking for is people who would volunteer to come do that ride for a day and take these folks with them in their side by side and let them see. So it would be a loop that would take probably 2 hours. And we need to figure out a date. But it's a challenge I've been trying to do for a long time because a lot of these people have never seen the golf course either, and I managed to pick a night, take them out in the golf carts and actually see what the golf course offered to the public. And they were kind of amazed at how large and how much there was, and they had no idea because that's a little section compared to this 33,000 acres that we have. So that's one of my goals, and I would love to see if you guys would partner with us to do it.
How many people are you talking about?
So right now, we have 76 members, but I don't think all of them would go. So I'd say we need probably $40 or so. But once we pick a date, we would have them sign up.
Can we pair that up for Euros?
We could. We need to stay then in the park and not do Strawberry or probably Hotel. I guess we could do over typical and just kind of show them.
While we're there doing a ride, we get enough machines there.
Let's think about it.
That's something we'll have to look at and see.
But anyway, that's one of my challenges. This manager. Sorry, guys. That was my usual I came tonight. Sorry.
And again, for those of you that are new, not been involved in it, we're the club. A lot of us are trail hosts. We need to actually have a certification course to get more people involved in it. But they have basically 2 people to patrol that 33,000 acres that they have. So what the trail host program is, we go out and always go in pairs. Nobody ever goes alone. We go out and we ride the trails, and we're just there to help. We're their eyes and ears. If we got people that are lost and need directions, we help them out with that. If they've got a machine that's broke down, we're there to help them either get their machine running or get them back to town where they can get a vehicle and help them recover their vehicle. Should there be a medical situation, we're there to help out with that. If need be, they call in search and rescue. Some people have been certified to be able to actually call in a helicopter if we have an accident and somebody is in need of being life-flighted out. Maybe it's a flat area or whatever. So we actually kind of fell off a little bit on our trail hosting last year, so I need to get Mike Thomas, who is our volunteer coordinator. He's actually wearing 2 hats because he's the director of the Jordan River OHD Park. So right now is a good time for me to get with him and get a class set up because he doesn't really have much going on with the weather. It kind of slows things down at the park. So we will be getting the certification class for the trail host. All of our hours are logged. If you go out and you ride and you put in 6 or 8 hours, you log them and it gets turned in, and in turn they get grant money for the hours that we put in helping them. And so that money, we're helping ourselves. We're paying ourselves to be able to upgrade the trails, keep the trails in order. Now, I believe it's like $24.50 an hour or something like that is what they get credited for every hour that we put in for volunteer service. So it is beneficial to us to help them out. And like I said, they got 2 people. There's just no way they can be on that. Not only do they have the trails, they've got the golf course, they've got the fishing ponds, they've got a lot of different things going on, so they can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah, do 50 amp in the public campground. Woohoo!
Nice.
Driver will get you everywhere.
I heard rumor that you're going to be expanding the campground.
Well, we got told we had $5 million to build a new campground.
Yeah.
And I kept asking where it was at, and they just asked the governor for it again out of our funds that we have raised in the bank account. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Keep my fingers crossed.
I hope you get your money for your. Me and Jeff Rasmussen kind of have a little issue right now.
If we did the trail host a couple years ago, but not last year, do we need to recertify?
I think you have to recertify every 2 years, so I will try to find out from Mike.
You don't have to come to the whole presentation. What he does is he usually does the beginning of the presentation and you come to the last section of it.
Actually, I think if you were previously certified, you can actually do it online.
Yeah, he was working with that.
So I will find out, because I know a lot of us that were certified, our certification is probably up.
Is that something the dirt crew?
So no, the dirt crew is our in-house training. His is specific to off-highway vehicle stuff. We kind of build on it, but just so you know, this year on the dirt crew training is going to be that Earth Day, and that's when we've requested Lifelight to come and set down that same event to show its like where it's operating. Yep. So you haven't got what he teaches exactly. But you've got some of it because we incorporated some of it into our.
So what the question was they have a group that they call the Dirt Crew, and that's their own in-park crew, and it's more like hand trails, hand work, that kind of stuff. The trail hosting is motorized. So that's why Mike Thomas and them handle that, and she handles the dirt crew training.
We combined the motorized and non-motorized together for a park, just so you guys all got the same maps, the same information, same emergency contact stuff. But what Mike Thomas says is specific to off-highway vehicles.
So, what's the trail that we're trail host for?
It's the Wasatch Mountain State Park complex.
And then, do we ever do for us new people? Do we ever do a ride there? How do we get certified? Is there
We can do a ride there, at any time we can go up there and do a ride. The first thing we need to do is get through the certification class, and then we can put together a day, or pair you up with somebody that's already been there and knows the trails and take you out and show you each of the trails.
I didn't realize John Honey
Yeah.
did the hosting, and I confess to that.
That was a volunteer hour.
So there used to be, and I do remember, there was an online website where you could report.
App.
Is it
And
still? Is what?
there's an app that Mike created that you can go into.
Well, I just saw a website. But anyway, yeah. So how do we log in? How do we log in at all? How do you do that?
We'll find out. Mike's. Do you have on your thing? Mike's app before you can log your hours.
Well, we've actually had a few members that have gone in and logged it and never heard anybody, never got it to work right. So we really need some help understanding how to do it, because we've had members
Because
donate
Mike's on
their time.
we do it on a sheet in the park. So typically, if you come up and you check in with Steve or I or somebody, let us know. We have a sheet there, and you just sign in as to what you're doing that day. Mike did create an app, and actually I went in and tried it once, but I don't know the name of the app now. And
We need to find out if it really works or not. And
They had kind of a Google form or something that you could do,
that's what it was.
and I think they was having some issues with it, but I do think it's all set up now to where you can go in online and log your hours online and everything. So, but again, I'll get with Mike Thomas and we'll get some more information on this and get it set up so we get a certification class. It most likely will be sometime during the week. That always seems to work best because weekends everybody plans. And it usually takes about 2 hours or so to do the course. They hold. We usually do it up at the ENR building on North Temple. So I will get with Mike Thomas and get a certification for class set up. Because again, most of us, our certifications probably lapsed. I'll find out how we can do the online renewal for those of us that have already went through it. On top of this, what Tracy has, we do have a work project scheduled out at Knowles for April 4th with the BLM. That is in the events tab on the Facebook page. So we're helping her out with that because they got a grant for some stuff out there. Our volunteer hours get logged in to help them with their matching funds for their grant. So, and honestly, nobody takes care of goals. It doesn't. It's the forgotten child out there in the middle of nowhere. And we do use it as one of our stops when we ride for life. And Roxanne does a lot to help us out. So, if you can make that, please do.
That's because only us kids that were born at Dugway know where it's at.
No, if we're doing volunteer out there, and I'll make sure she understands that. It's just like if you go up American Fork Canyon, there's a fee to go up American Fork Canyon. But if you're going up there to volunteer for something, you don't have to pay that fee. That's ridiculous for somebody to expect you to pay a fee when you're coming up to volunteer to help.
Yeah, something I ought to let you guys know. State parks annual pass is normally $75, and limited to all state parks are days, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. They approached the legislature this year to take it up to $175.
175 or 150?
175. And they are not going to do any type of a senior discount. And now they've allowed each park to implement their own pass. And there's a lot of this going on. But I think we just resolved the other week that ours is going to be $60 to come into as a pass for the Wasatch Mountain State Park. But then as a Friends member, it's going to be $35. And for you guys, as soon as we get it made, which that's what's been holding it up, was what was going to happen. So I'm hoping I'm meeting with the girl this week on getting it done. I will be, everybody that's a member here pass. So at Wasatch, you'll have a pass and you can park in any of the parking lots for Wasatch. And if you're doing volunteer time and you go up to Timberfork, they've been really good about, hey, we're going to ride from here over to Wasatch, we're doing volunteer hours, and it helps the Forest Services as well. So just make sure that if you put in your hours, you put like 4 hours to Timberfork, 2 hours to Timberfork, 2 hours to Wasatch, whatever you ride that day, split it up. Because it helps both of us when we're doing stuff with off-road vehicle.
Yeah, I need to get with, his name just went away.
Russ Hansen.
Russ Hansen. And get, because we've talked.
Yep.
Keep talking about doing the trail hosting there, and then it never seems to go anywhere, so I need to pin him down.
Correct.
So, so yeah, it's a lot of good information. Thank you.
Same thing about the BLM out at Knowles. Will there be a work truck, and do we need to bring tools?
We will have tools. If you have, a shovel, rake, whatever, bring it. Hat, gloves, and boots. I'll have a ton of water. I got a whole freaking shop full of water. Don't worry about water. I got it. They also prefer that you wear long sleeve shirts. I'm not going to press the issue on that. That's up to you. If you don't have long sleeve shirt, at least plan on sunscreen. And mainly what we're going to be doing out there is kind of cleaning up the camp where people camp, the fire pits. We'll have some of the big magnets that you can roll. So if people like to take pallets out there and burn them, even though they're told that against the rules, they do it anyway. And people go out there and ride with flat tires because they get a nail in their tire. So we'll be doing a lot of that. We'll be doing some just picking up trash, litter.
You're gonna supply garbage bags again, like you did at
They'll have garbage bags. I'll have garbage bags. One of their issues that they had was with us bringing our machines out there, but we've got it worked out where State Parks is actually going to co-sponsor this, so we'll be covered under State Parks. So bring your machine, you know, you can go out and do a little ride, pick up some litter. Afterwards, we'll have a barbecue, hamburgers, hot dogs, drinks, things like that. So, yeah, if you can make it, please do. It benefits us as riders to take care of our own areas, because if we don't, they don't have the manpower to do it. Roxanne was here last month. I think she said they had 3 people for the entire unit, Salt Lake Field office. That's a lot of square miles to cover with 3 people. So it just helps us, makes us look better by taking care of our own issues. So, I think we're about ready to wrap up here. Last month's ride, the person that won the prize for the ride raffle decided they didn't need the prize, so they donated it back. So we're going to draw one more ticket here. Steve, if you want to fill out a ticket. Jiturkis won the ride raffle for last month, which was 12-volt electric blanket.
I want to donate it back. Let's redraw.
It's hard to use on an ATV.
Susan Buckaloo.
You're going to keep warm, girl.
And the room raffle. Ticket number is 821-611. Put your glasses on, Danny. 821-611.
It's right there.
The Turka. Donate it back.
Reedy bread.
Oh wait, never mind. I
I think we have some new people here. Have you been here before? Well, I'm going to embarrass you now.
Okay.
Why don't you stand up and introduce yourself to us?
We had this talk, she's going to do it. Come on. My name's Terry. This is my wife Sharon. We have Wildcat 1000. We just like to get out there and get dirty.
Awesome.
We need somebody to do it with because we don't want to go with kids.
August 15th, 16th. We'll get really dirty.
Well, welcome. How did you hear about us?
Denver Miller.
Denver. I'm not sure. I think you guys been here before, actually. Or are you new? You're new also. Your turn. And we just got your applications in the mail. What kind of machine you got? Manual. Cool. Well, welcome. How'd you hear about us? Well, welcome. We've got a we got a good group of people. We have a lot of fun. We tease each other. If you mess up out on the trail, you're.
We'll never live it down.
I got two new ones here. They haven't necessarily signed up, but I mean, I know who he is.
Craig Smith and my wife Laura, and we found out through my sister and brother.
This is Kathy's brother, sister-in-law. Kathy do that. Craig and I go back a long ways. We used to race motocross together. He was a lot better than I was. But it's kind of a small world that we I run into. When Kathy first started, we started talking about stuff, racing motocross. And she said, "Oh, my brother racing." I said, "Who's your brother?" I don't know those guys. So yeah, well, welcome again. We have a lot of really good people in the club, a lot of knowledge. When we're out on rides, if there's ever anything that you're not comfortable with, all you have to do is just say something. We'll get you through. If there's a bad section or something on the trail that you're not real comfortable with, just say something. We have a wealth of experience within the club, and that's what riding with the club is about. It's helping each other out. We never leave anybody out on the trail. We'll work. Yeah, the rides, unless otherwise posted in the event, the rides always start at 10 o'clock. That means your machine unloaded, ready to go at 10 o'clock. So we've had issues in the past of people showing up right at 10 o'clock, and it kind of throws everybody else. And sometimes it can cause problems on the ride. I try to plan the rides for a certain amount of mileage to be able to make a certain amount of time, and if people are late, then it makes it so I have to kind of cut off part of the ride to change something to accommodate. So, again, y'all do Facebook. We got to get better about getting it on the website too. But unless otherwise noted, our rides will always start at 10 a.m. See Kyle and Randy when you're done there, and they'll get you taken care of. Anybody have any questions on the ride coming up this weekend? He's the new president.
The hell you say?
It's not Moab, right? It's riding out of Moab down to where the courthouse campground for you. So is 191 considered ATV going down that?
If you're street legal, if you're not, they will.
Even though I mean like if it's like speed, I mean super OC flying down that.
Okay. This is a question that comes up often. I answer this repeatedly on Facebook. No, it's all right. The ATV speed limit, ATV/UTV speed limit, is 50 miles per hour. You can be on the road with a higher posted speed limit than 50 miles per hour. So like 191 is 65 mile an hour speed limit. The rule is to be to the far right-hand, as far to the right-hand side of the pavement as possible without being off the pavement. So, again, I'm not trying to point you out. This is a question I answer on Facebook. I'll bet
Does that mean you're safe?
10, 15 times a month.
That was kind of the second part of the question. Would anybody in their right mind take an ATV down that road, or is it not a big deal?
I've done it.
I'm thinking.
I've done it.
Hey, now the question I always had is just stay to the far right. Are you talking the far right lane, or are you talking the shoulder?
No, the far right of the pavement, while still staying on the pavement.
White line. Stay on the white line.
Aren't there?
Okay, but you're in your lane, though, in the far right lane. Not on the car.
There's so many on the side, too.
Is that right?
Yeah, on 191, that's why we're going to camp there at Mill Canyon, because some of the trails I want to do are on the other side of the road that takes you up to Canyon. If we camped up off Debicki's Wells Road, we couldn't get to those without either trailering or making a big loop around and then have to make a big loop back. So if we camp at Mill Canyon, we can get to those trails without having to do that.
Mill Canyon's where the dinosaurs are.
Yeah.
That's courthouse view campground.
Yeah, I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, it's that big circle.
Yeah, I don't know what they call it. There's several trails there.
Yeah, that's what actually great.
So,
Back with Billy's on that.
any other questions? All right, well, thank you all for coming out tonight. Drive safe going home.
Share all that.